Welcome to Video Vantage, your insider guide to video marketing. I'm your host, Mark O'Connor, and over the next few episodes, we'll be doing a deep dive into the world of video production. We'll be covering everything from marketing strategy, branding, and SEO, as well as tips and tricks for speaking on camera and going behind the scenes on what goes into a video production project. To kick things off, I'm delighted to be joined by Hidai Degani to discuss how, why, and when a business should invest in video production as part of their overall marketing strategy. Alongside his partner Orly, Hidai is the co-owner and co-founder of Degani Consultants, a global consultancy business. Hidai is a definition of a globetrotter, having started in the tech industry in Israel before 5 successful relocations to Gibraltar, London, Berlin, Malta, and finally settling down here in Ireland. Hidai helps businesses and organisations of all shapes and sizes achieve their goals and improve the way they work using digital, customer experience and change management processes. Along with this, Hidai is also an experienced mentor and trainer with the local enterprise offices, University College Dublin and Dunleary Institute of Art, Design and Technology. So Hidai, thanks very much for coming on Video Vantage today. It's great to have you here. Can we begin by asking you, when is the right time for businesses to invest in video marketing, or is there anything else they should consider first?
All right, so it's a good question. So when it comes to video, like anything, I think in business in general, it's never in isolation. There's always a bigger picture to look at. So think about it as kind of a business strategy, then a marketing strategy, content strategy, and then it's about the video content. I know it sounds very big, but you do want to do something in a broader sense to make sure it gets the benefit of the full impact of what you're actually going to do. So go on and shoot a video, could be cool, but will you see the benefit of that? You want to make sure you actually do. So reason why do you want the video? What will that be achieving for your business? These are the questions. And then you do that when it makes sense to maximize, again, the return on investment. We'll talk about it later on. So yes, you do look at the bigger picture and then you think, what do I need from video to achieve those goals?
And that informs the type of content that people will make then as well. Obviously looking at the bigger picture, but depending on their business, they might need certain types of content. What type of video content should businesses look into in the broader sense? Is there a certain type of video?
Yeah, so it could be different options. And for example, like a food business might be all about showing the quality of the food, which sometimes needs a higher level of quality because it might not look as good on your phone that you do it yourself. If consultancies or professional services, when they, for example, might be selling packages of thousands of euros and they want a quality that goes to show that this is the level of quality and value they provide to the clients, they might need a video in that quality to showcase that and come across. So it could be multiple type. It could be customer testimonials. It could be, again, they're at work with the clients, the business itself. It could be how they work in real life. It could be a story, just people saying, this is my story, I started a business off as a founder, etc., etc. This could be many, many types. Again, it all goes back to what am I trying to achieve? What's the purpose of this video? Why am I creating this content? What am I trying to get across?
So it's kind of brand authority and recognition, more or less. It's reinforcing that.
Yeah, so it is always connected to the brand and the marketing as a whole, because again, it's never been done in isolation. You don't do that out of the blue. There's always a bigger context. Maybe it's on your website, maybe it's on your marketing push, maybe you need social media content. And as part of that, you're also doing those videos. So it's part of a bigger effort. Again, to maximize you're going to spend some time and money on it. You want to make sure you reap the rewards
do it properly,
of that. So it's really, there's quite a lot of thinking. In many ways, I think people sometimes underestimate how much planning and thinking is before you actually do it. And you need to do it kind of yourself. I mean, you can't come to a video photographer and say,
hey, I want a video. Yeah. No, it needs to be an informed decision. And what tools are available for different companies to inform, okay, I know I want to do a video, but what type of video? Like obviously social media content and all that type of stuff. Obviously they can track and see what performs and what doesn't. Before they even start going to a video production company themselves, what can they try at home? Can they do their own content and kind of use it as a beta testing phase almost?
So yeah, I do also recommend people try to do it yourself. Don't spend money before you're ready to spend the money.
Make your mistakes cheap. Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah. I also learned some things like I know you talk about it anyway. Probably comes across when you talk to people, confidence in front of the camera. Yeah, it's something that takes practice. You can practice it on your selfie on your own. Get better with it before you bring in someone which is lots of lights like here in the studio. It's scary.
It can be intimidating. Exactly.
Absolutely. Do it at home. Do it in a relaxed environment. It's like that. Get ready for that before you're ready. So. Try and get comfortable with it before you're ready. And you can try many of those, everything I mentioned before, you can try that at home yourself or in your business. That might be enough. For many businesses, that can be okay. Not everybody needs
of course,
production. Not everybody needs the full production now, maybe down the line. So in many ways, it matters not necessarily the type of business, but the phase when it's just building, starting out, you have no content whatsoever, you're probably not going to jump from zero content, full production. Start doing a few things, start doing a few Instagram reels, maybe TikTok, maybe just on Facebook, maybe just something small, see how far it takes you, and then think, okay, do I need another level of investment before I go there?
And when would they know that they're at that another level? Okay, I've hit this point now. Is it a case that they wanted to bring the production values up, or they're spending too much time themselves on the marketing and not on their own business functions? Or is there anything else in between that you think would inform a decision? Okay, now is the time.
So I think it's a good question, because I think it could be two or both of them actually. One is you feel the quality I get on my phone with my friends or people in the business not good enough. What comes across, the quality I need, the message I'm trying to convey might not be good enough. Let's say I have a product with top quality. With a video, the camera, it might not be enough to convey, tell someone, buy this product, spend 1,000 euros on this now. You may need a level of production that shows this is top quality product. So if you feel your customers or the sales not coming in, so it's time for me to upgrade my marketing and branding to a level, and part of it could be a video photography.
And what type of preparation could a business do when they said they've made that decision? Okay, right, I want to outsource this. I want to get a video producer in, be either a production company or an individual videographer. What should they know basically to streamline that process? I always, from my point of view, a detailed brief is that, like, you know, gold. All the information there, and then I can distill it back. But besides that, what are the bits and pieces that they need to be aware of?
So actually, yes, the detailed brief, which is great for you. So the brief, don't know what it is, don't know what to do. And it's really, in simple words, what do you need? What's your requirements? What do you plan to get out of it? Now, first answer is blank, don't know. But then, okay, what are you trying to show? A video is a way to showcase yourself, your brand, your product, your service in a good way. What is that you're looking for to try to achieve? You start writing down, piece of paper, start writing down a photo of me walking down, a photo of me with a client, a photo of me with the product, a photo of only the product, a photo of the team in action, whatever that is, start writing it down. Don't filter.
And depending on what those needs are, that could all be done in one day.
For example. Then you say, okay, again, can I do it yourself? Can I do it myself? Back to the first question. I can try. See how it goes. You might see, actually, straight away, no, I need a drone shot of the facility. I don't have a drone. Straight away, you need someone with a drone. But you might say, that's okay, actually. Maybe again, do you need all of it now? Maybe try an element, see how it goes, do that, check it out, go again, see how it works. You don't have to do. I've seen people that came and spent thousands of euros investment and had nothing to do with it. They didn't know what to do. They already feel the pressure. They spend the money. Where the sales are going to come now? You don't want to be in this position. You want to plan in ahead, and then maybe even do it step by step. You can shoot it in one day, or take a small part, do a few hours in the studio, get used to this environment. It's not, we don't do it every day. Most people don't. See how it feels, and then you might be able to do so. So again, there's no right and wrong, really. It's really thinking and planning and see what you need. Then you start talking to someone and see a photographer what they need, and you can get their advice as well and think together what is the best way.
No, exactly, And you mentioned cost there, but someone who spent thousands and it was money burned, they didn't use it the way they should. Speaking of cost, what type of costs would one expect for video production? And it's very hard to gauge. But generally speaking, is there a ballpark figure if you're starting small or if you're going big? I guess it really depends on the type of project.
Like anything, it's like any website development or marketing investment or photographer. There's always from very, very little to crazy amounts. Question is, what do you need? How much are you willing to spend? I mean, because again, it's all about the return on investment. You're going to spend X euros. You want to make sure you get X euros in return. This may be direct euros or building the brand. That's absolutely fine. But you want to see there's enough value of it. So it's how much are you willing to spend now and to invest. I would say invest, not spend. Invest in it at this moment of your business. This is where you kind of start, because again, you find people in every range, really, in any supply you're going to pick. So what do you think is realistically you're willing to spend right now? Then talk to people and tell them, this is where I am. The more you tell, which actually go into the next phase of how do you find those people.
It's a very good point. It's all good if you have the money, but now what? You need to find the right person.
Because some companies, all they do is big companies. They don't talk to you before you spend 10,000, for example. If you have 2,000, thanks a lot. Let's talk to a few years. That's fine. Some people, the specialty is actually low budget and come to you and do it even with you. So once you know, you straight away tell them this is what I'm planning, and they say straight away, are we doing it? Let's talk. You know what? I'm not, but have you talked to John over there? He can do it for you. So, and then you filter very quickly those who are actually in the ballpark, and then we're moving next to, is it a good fit? Do they understand you? Do they get your business? Do they feel you have a good connection?
A good rapport, exactly.
It's a collaboration. Ultimately, you have to remember, no supplier can do it for you. As a videographer, you cannot do my business without me telling you about my business. Otherwise, make me look cool. That's like, it's not hard to go with. So the more you tell them in this brief, again, the more talk about preparation, the more you have written or visuals or any videos you've done, the more I show you as a videographer.
Reference points, exactly.
Helps you to understand, I get your business, I know. And I'm telling you, I have this, now I want to take it to this level. So I'm trying, this is what I imagine it's going to be like. The more I tell you, the more you can help me get what we're trying to achieve.
No, exactly.
The less we talk, we probably miss the mark.
It's that form of communication, exactly. Being on the same page.
Don't to miss the mark, pun intended.
Yeah, there you go, That'll be the tagline now.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't to change it,
exactly.
Going to use that in my emails going forward.
Exactly.
That was a free one. They're all very good points. So you find your ideal videographer, video production company.
You talk to a few companies, always talk to a few companies. And how do you find companies? Again, there's always a mix of people you know, really, people that someone work with and recommended. Be careful. It needs to be relevant. The fact that they did an amazing job for those guys doesn't mean it's going to be
it might be the right fit, exactly.
It could be a good way to go and have a chat and see, quickly filter, again, who's like a short list of people. Talk to a few, get quotes from 3. Get a quote. A quote tells you, this is what they're going to do for you. This is how much it's going to cost. See how you like this one. Talk to them, have a chat.
And I guess it gives you an idea, am I being ripped off here? Or is it actually, is this out of budget than what I thought it was?
Yeah.
If all 3 quotes come back in around the same ballpark, you're going, okay, right, maybe this is a different undertaking than what I thought it was.
Yeah.
So it helps kind of ground you in reality then of what's out there, what's possible as well. You might have to do a little bit of a rethink, or you might say, okay, that was a good idea. What if I change it slightly for this? Or a quote might come back and they might have different suggestions that you never thought of. Like, oh, that's a great idea. Yeah,
people say a quote. I actually prefer the word proposal.
Yeah.
Which means this is what I'm going to do, dear client. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually, based on what you told me, I think we can do actually 4, 5, 6. What about the drone shot? What about that? So you do get ideas from the quote. Again, a good proposal tells you a lot of what's going to happen. How is the process going to work? That's already said. Do you get it or not? If it's not, if it's fluffy, if it's too much jargon and big words, you may not want. If you don't feel comfortable, walk away. It's fine. You need to feel. This is going to work. We need to work together.
Exactly, yeah.
And the process will tell you also what do you need to prepare, what content they need.
Yeah.
So do you have
it is quite a big time commitment on the client side as well. Like obviously the video production company will go ahead and do their thing and they'll scope and plan and do all their location scouts and help with the scripting, the production and editing. Yeah. But they still need you on board to help them through that process because like you're saying, you're the expert in your business. They're not. They're trying to help distill that information. So that's one thing that I think sometimes potential clients aren't aware of is that, not that it's an element of hand-holding, but you need to be on site to basically guide the videographer to a certain extent through the process. This is our vision. This is our mission. Help us tell that story, but you need to be there to inform that decision as well.
Absolutely.
And then after the fact as well on the editing process, it's communication back and forth to help get to the goal that you want to achieve.
Absolutely. Yeah. And again, many people tend to come and say, nah, I'm not going to say too much. They don't need to know. They deal with it. The more you tell them, do. If they stop stopping you, no, it's too much, that something is a bit off. Tell them, they need to know. So the more you tell them, tell them everything. Tell them which element you don't even like to be photographed. Tell them what you're afraid of. Tell them what you don't want people to see what you want them to see. The more they know, the more feedback, the more it's a two-way street.
You don't want any sudden surprises, basically.
It should be ideally zero surprises. The more you tell them, listen, I don't like to be photographed like that. I don't want them to see my home. Fine, it's off the table. So the more you share, the more we talk, the more they bring ideas. Be honest, tell them, you know what? No, it doesn't suit me. I'm too embarrassed to do that. They might help you. They might say, no, listen, that's off the table. That's too personal. This is too perfect. Whatever it is, share it. It's a two-way street, and you need to work together. The only way to make it work, or the best way to make it work, is collaboration, communication. Yeah. Tell them what you think. Listen to them. Get their advice.
And be honest. Yeah.
Be honest. But ultimately, you decide. If you say, I don't want to be photos of this face, okay, don't like this side. Take this side. That's also, you're the boss there. It's your shoot. But listen to the work together in harmony and collaboration. It is a commitment. Be free for the day. Don't be on the phone checking emails when you need to be there.
You need to book it off. Exactly.
You and maybe your team need to be available for the day. Clean that. Because the time criticality is, again, today, when I came here today, it's all this stuff, you prepare for it.
Yeah, it was all set up when you were here, yeah. If you were here when we started, you'd be waiting around for like 2 or 3 hours.
Exactly. Yeah. And again, we talk about what we're going to talk about in general, all those things. The more you prepared, the better prepared you are, the outcome will be better. So there's a lot of underestimation, I think, of preparation and the commitment of the person that is involved. It's mandatory, it's essential to get the result you need.
You put in the hard work then and it pays off in the long run. Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, definitely. So you mentioned there's a lot of time commitment back and forth. That can be very stressful for a small business in particular. It might make you think, is it worth it? What's the point? Should they actually pursue that avenue?
Yeah. So I think when you get to this point of, again, deciding to invest in the video, professional videographer, it's because, again, you felt it's needed for the business. So again, you know what you're going to use it for. Or you tried yourself and you reached a level which says, that's it. I cannot take it as far as I can. I need that extra level. And then you understand again how much commitment will that actually be of time and money and preparation for that. And the reason why if done well, it can get you the return is because video is the biggest trend. And TikTok came along and it's the biggest phenomenon of the last 2 years.
Yeah.
TikTok get to Reels and Instagram. So video content is probably the strongest content you can produce in today's world. You know, they say an image is worth 1,000 words, probably a video is 1,000 images.
Yeah.
So a strong video, even a very short video, but very powerful, which is tough to create short, good videos. But when they're good, a good video can really elevate your brand and business to a whole new level. And if you have a few of them, it can be a really step up to your business in the brand, in marketing, in sales. So again, done right, it can be a very, very powerful content, which takes you to a whole new level. And then you will definitely see this return on investment. And you also feel, there's a feeling of pride creating those videos. Of course. It's hard work, like anything. But when done well, it can be really worth it.
Yeah, pride to show to the world, like this is what we worked on. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, showcase your company, showcase your
brand.
Because
there's probably a stronger way to bring yourself and your business to life than a video. A video content, the channel or video is just something very, very strong that anyone connects to very instantly. If you think about all the stuff we consume all the time, videos can grab our attention, keep our attention, convince us. So strong video can take a stranger to a customer close enough to that, like nothing else can.
For the sake of 60-second video, you could get a sale straight away. Yeah.
Because the way our brain works, again, text is hard, images better, videos, because you can get a lot done in a very powerful video. However, it's hard work to get that video. Companies spend a lot of time and money to get that. But the good news in today's world, even small businesses can achieve that. If you done right with companies like yourselves, this is possible. And it wasn't possible a few years ago, but through technology, you can achieve a very, very high level if you do the right work, the right planning for that with the right partner.
So following on from that then, there's also a lot of grants and supports out there to help businesses invest in video production, as well as other marketing material as well. Can you take us through your work with the LEO and how the LEO can help small businesses? Yeah,
so the local enterprise office is a great place in general. It provides three types of support basically, and I recommend all of them. Some people don't know them. Actually, the first one is the mentoring. It's actually free mentoring. You get 6 hours from a mentor to be assigned to you, and you can say I need support in that, in either the bigger strategy or your video content or anything like that. And a lot of what I do as a mentor there is the brief. Again, everything we talked so far, easier said than done. It always comes back
to the brief, yeah.
Easier said than done, but I don't know. So a mentor can really be an external person thinking, okay, tell me more about your business and help you get your requirements right. So a lot of it is actually helping people say, this is what I really need, this is the priorities. And then the next phase, which suppliers actually could be a good fit for you. Mm-hmm. Sometimes if we know people, or even if not, just the process of, again, identifying, selecting, and working with them. A mentor with your side who's done it before a few times just can help you feel confident that
they'll have some
you're doing the
contacts
right
they can
things.
recommend. Yeah.
So I highly recommend to any business, and every business is eligible and can avail of that in all over Ireland. Talk to your local office, get a mentor to support you in your business, and that's a great thing. Second thing is training. It's actually heavily subsidized, but very good quality training from all the local enterprise offices. Some of them is about creating video content. A lot of it is Reels and TikTok and many things. Just to understand a bit more and do it yourself. Again, the first way, try yourself.
Practice.
That may be enough for you. And even if not, you'll do that before you do. I always say, try yourself before you bring an expert. So I understand better. You can work with the better once you've done it a little bit yourself. And the third one will be the actual grants. And it's all about what you need. So again, I always say, don't do it for the grant. Do it because it's right for your business.
Yes.
But if you decide you need to do it anyway, with a mentor again, talk with your mentor and see,
guide you through that process.
Should you do that? Because you might not need all of that. You might be doing only video, on videography, and you might decide to do it on your own. Don't need to spend any money. Again, don't spend money before you need to spend it. I always say that. But when you do, spend it wisely, get the return on investment. It's not, people think marketing is expensive. I'm saying it's not expensive. If you get a return on it, everything is okay.
Or it's not expensive when you go about it the right way. Yeah.
Exactly. You will get this money back. So people say, oh, it's very expensive. It's 5,000 euros. What if I tell you for this 5,000, you get 50,000? It's still expensive?
Yeah.
Oh, no, all right. So it's a return on investment. Marketing is an investment, which is eventually is revenue generating. It's a profitable activity when done right. Done wrong, it's wrong. But so again, take the support. Talk to the local enterprise office, see what supports are there. Avail of them. They're there for you. Many of us still don't know it exists, but the mentoring is a great service, and then the others and the training and the grants, if they're relevant, I really highly recommend them. Yeah, they're very good.
So we've covered an awful lot of material there today. We talked about the brand strategy, the overall business operations as well, and where to begin with that first. We talked about sourcing video companies and some of the grants available as well. What would your 3 key takeaways from today's conversation be for businesses looking to go down the video marketing avenue?
Yeah, so video production is an investment. It's an investment which should be a profitable investment. See where it fits in your broader strategy and then define your requirements. Second thing is try to do it yourself. try, see how it goes. You learn a lot just by trying it yourself. Third, get support. Talk to the client's office, get mentoring, training, grants. It's there for you. Good luck.
Go for it and good luck.
Give it a go. Yeah.
And Hidai, if anyone wants to reach out to you, where can they find you?
LinkedIn, best place. Probably I'm there. Find me. It's the only one Hidai. It's very easy to find. Reach out to me. Always happy to chat to anyone and always happy to try to help in any way. So feel free to reach out there. It's probably the best place to find me. Yeah.
Nice one. Well, that's where I found you as well. So there you go.
Exactly.
Yeah. Thanks, Hidai. Thanks for coming on the show today. I really appreciate it. Great information, and I hope it's really helped our listeners as well.
Thank you. All the best. Thanks a lot.
Hidai briefly touched on the importance of branding as part of the overall marketing strategy. Make sure to check out our next episode where we'll be joined with branding guru Erica Lee Lawless to discuss the power of branding in more detail and how it relates to video production. If you have any questions about the topics raised in today's episode, please don't hesitate to contact me via the Media Mill website at mediamill.ie. Until then, I've been your host Mark O'Connor, and thanks for tuning in to Video Vantage. See you in the next episode.